Hello and welcome. We got a few news on Hogwarts Legacy that I would like to share with you. Let's get right into it. Phineas Nigellus Black is going to be a headmaster of Hogwarts in Hogwarts Legacy, which is incredible. I totally forgot that Phineas Nigellus, which is actually a character featured in Harry Potter books. He was a portrait in Sirius's house, and he was also in the Headmaster's office. So it should have clicked in my mind that he must have been a Headmaster, and he is actually going to be a Headmaster in this series. And from what I've heard about him, he's not the most pleasant individual. So I'm kind of curious how he's going to be portrayed in the game, and if being a Slytherin in Hogwarts actually gonna maybe have different perks, and maybe he's gonna have different attitude towards you. I don't know if it's gonna play into the game at all, but let's watch this quick video as Simon Pegg, huge British actor that is known for many roles including Star Wars, Star Trek, but I know him mostly from The Boys. Anyway, let's watch.
Hello, I'm Simon Pegg, and I'm playing Phineas Nigellus Black. Phineas Black is, at this point in the story, he's the headmaster of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We saw Phineas in the books and in the films. He was a portrait in Dumbledore's office, but this is at a time when he was actually actively the headmaster. Phineas Nigellus Black is the least popular headmaster in the history of Hogwarts.
You are here to focus on your academic futures.
He is a sort of pompous, disinterested...
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
He's not a good teacher or headmaster in any way. I think he would have taken on the role of headmaster because of the gig. You know, it's a prestigious position. I don't think he has any interest in children's education or being in any way a role model. It's not really his concern. What he wants is the kudos of being the headmaster of the greatest wizarding school in the world.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Yeah, he's just a bit of an idiot, really.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? No, of course you haven't.
He is Sirius Black's great-great-grandfather, I think I'm right in saying that. So there's got to be a little bit of something fun in him. Sirius is not the product of the Black family, seemingly. He's very different, and Phineas Nigellus is like the opposite of Sirius Black. He's not noble, he's not brave, he's just a self-interested fool. Through the game, we come across Phineas as a sort of help and a hindrance to the players who are working their way through the game.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
He's entirely there to scupper the efforts of the player, I'm sure.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
The lessons I think the students and players will get from Phineas Nigellus Black is don't be like Phineas Nigellus Black. He is not someone to aspire to. He is a self-involved, cantankerous, slightly childish figure, and I think be less like Phineas is the message of the game.
I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
I'm extremely excited to be part of the Harry Potter universe. I watched all those movies and always expected a role. Virtually every British actor has been in the Wizarding World films, apart from me. And so to get the role of, particularly a Black, one of the Black family, that's a cool thing, because Sirius was always my favorite character in the books. So it feels really good. It feels like something's finally been put right.
Now, how about that? Phineas Nigellus seems to be an absolutely horrible character, and it's kind of going to be interesting. I feel like it gives us a unique perspective on what would Hogwarts feel like under somebody who seems to be the opposite of Dumbledore, because we have this experience in our heads from watching movies, from reading books, that Hogwarts is this pinnacle of light and power, because under Dumbledore, basically, it's been thriving. He's been, for all his faults, he's been a pretty good headmaster. He was kind to everybody. He was obviously really, really biased towards Gryffindor. So I'm kind of curious if the Phineas Nigellus is going to be really, really biased towards Slytherin. That's another reason for me to get sorted into that house, to see if we can get some perks out of it. But it looks like he's going to be more of a hindrance to the players than the help, which is completely opposite from the current Harry Potter books. I'm looking forward to this plot twist. We have another character announced, which is even crazier, if you can believe this. It's going to be Matilda Weasley. Transfiguration. She's a professor of transfiguration. Matilda Weasley is an exceptionally talented... Okay, let me pause this. Is an exceptionally talented witch with a background as a curse breaker for the Ministry, known for her composure and extraordinary wand work. She's a firm but fair transfiguration professor and a slightly intimidating, well-respected deputy headmistress. Interesting. She kind of... Like, look at this image. She kind of... She looks kind of... Like, her smile looks a little bit evil or kind. But I think it's more of an evil vibe. I wonder if she's going to be some kind of a... The Phineas Nigellus chose her as a deputy headmaster, so there has to be something wrong with her, right? And also, I don't think I've ever heard from canon that one of the Weasley's ancestors was a transfiguration professor, so I wonder if it was... Like, where did this little tidbit came from? Did they completely invented it out of thin air, or was it actually mentioned somewhere in the lore, like very, very briefly, so most people glanced over it and didn't even register like I did? But she has a very similar vibe to Professor McGonagall. Like, she's also Transfiguration Professor. She's old, she is strict, and she's also Deputy Headmistress. We'll see how different she's going to be from the original one. She's been tasked with getting the player up to speed in their studies, and introduces them to their Wizard's Field Guide and the Room of Requirement, both of which are invaluable resources for a new 5th year with a great deal to learn. I like it. So she's actually going to be helpful, unlike the Headmaster. Interesting. She's Molly Weasley meets Professor McGonagall. I love her. Oh my god, that's true. That's exactly two characters that she reminds me of. She looks a little bit kinder than McGonagall. Not kinder, but like less strict, more like inviting. Doesn't mean that she's a better person. I'm just saying that she gives it a vibe. Like Professor McGonagall gives out a very strict professional vibe. So if you combine these two characters, that's what you get. But again, I'm kind of curious why, if she was actually... I wonder if she was Gryffindor herself, and if she's a nice person, why the hell would Phineas Nigellus choose her as his deputy headmaster? Okay, I guess not everybody likes her. Am I able to use the Cruciatus curse on professors such as Professor Weasley? Oh man, that is dark. If we have to have a horrible headmaster, at least we have a great deputy. I guess it's like a little... They added her as a to balance out the negativity from the headmaster. She's actually probably gonna try to help us despite the efforts of the headmaster to make our lives miserable. I'm liking this. I'm looking forward to these two characters. I think they're gonna be very, very significant in the story, and we're gonna have a lot of fun times with them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're enjoying these little tidbits and news and reveals, and you're looking forward to see my actual gameplays of the game when it comes out, I would really appreciate a subscribe. Only 15% of people watching my videos are actually subscribed. So if everybody who's watching right now click the subscribe button, it would make a world of difference. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one, and take care.